Within this season, there's an anime called Jashin-chan Dropkick, where a snake girl tries to kill this adorable goth lolly but fails miserably and gets horrifically brutalized as a result. It's one of several anime that exist in this unnamed category of anime where the main characters take more L's than the Cleveland Browns, and for me they tend to have mixed results. The easiest example of why is within the most notable entry in this quote-unquote category, WataMote. The main character Tomoko wants to be more popular and does whatever she can to draw attention to herself. And she does, in pretty much the worst ways imaginable. The series is funny because Tomoko falls into world-endingly embarrassing circumstances by fucking up so badly. It's a fantasy, but it's oddly relatable. But my grievance with this series is that, and consider this a spoiler, I guess, Tomoko never wins. She doesn't get more popular. She never makes any friends or gets any better at communicating with other people. Nothing changes about her. WataMote is funny. It has a lot of jokes with great setups and greater payoffs, but as the number of defeats grew, my enjoyment shrank. I stopped laughing at Tomoko and started to feel bad for her, because even if she made mistakes, even if she's less of a character and more of an avatar for projecting misfortune and social awkwardness onto, I didn't think she deserved all of it. Tomoko isn't a bad person, and while I don't think she could be some sort of socialite, I'd at least like something to go her way. Like if she made one new friend, or did one thing that someone acknowledged as cool or good. I don't know. It'd be nice. An anime like this, which relies on negative events, needs some positive support to be enjoyable, like in the anime Karakai Jozu no Takagi-san, also known by its English title, Karakai Jozu no Takagi-san, because fuck English! It's about two kids playing pranks on each other, and not unlike WataMote, the main character Nishikata always loses, but there's a reason why these losses don't hurt. Nishikata actually likes Forehead-chan, and she likes him back. What you're watching is two kids strengthening their romantic relationship, even if one doesn't realize the other has feelings for them. The games they play matter little in the face of the context. Moreover, they're not really doing anything all that worthwhile. There's an episode where they compete over who can throw a can in a trash can first. There's nothing to be gained or lost in anything they do. This would be a completely different story if there were real negative consequences with each of Nishikata's defeats. Sure, he suffers a little embarrassment, he gets scolded by his teacher a couple times, but this doesn't even compare to the consequences in WataMote. Tomoko constantly goes through shit that would haunt anyone for the rest of their lives. That really awkward moment you had in 6th grade that keeps you up at night even though no one cares, that's what Tomoko goes through every single day. The fact that we don't need to feel bad for Nishikata is why the backfiring pranks remain funny. If Forehead-chan was actually an evil character who was more like this, and Nishikata actually suffered as a result, then this would just be terrible. For the record, I don't know what this image is or who made it, but I find it really unsettling. This is like some creepypasta shit, dude. Anyway, I'm just saying that if this was the actual show, it would be the worst anime of all time. Which is why I feel kinda weird about Gabriel Dropout. So this has another character failing all the time, and the anime gets progressively less funny as I pity Satania more and more, even if she's not the main character, but whatever. But this has one extra edge of feels bad man, because Satania's losses are intensified by her asshole-ish friends. And I'm using the term friends kinda loosely here, because some of the shit they do to her is... I mean, I don't know about you guys, but if my friends dressed me up in a weird costume, then bound and gagged me, and forced me to watch episode 13 of Steins Gate repeatedly for a whole night, I'd probably hesitate to communicate with them for the next 7 years or so. In fact, why does Satania hang out with these idiots? They don't seem to like her all that much. Only seems to tolerate her at best because she's a fellow devil. The others are just kinda mean to her. So while it's funny to see Satania's schemes turn sideways, I kinda wish she'd managed to get one up over these fizzle fucks. Just cuz. Meanwhile, looping back to the beginning of this video, no dropkick on Snek is pretty much the opposite of this, because the character trying to do something only to receive punishment is actually terrible and does deserve it. She's trying to murder someone for fuck's sake. Yeah, you said it. It doesn't really stop there, as Snake-chan always finds new ways to terrorize the people around her, constantly eating food for a homeless person, referring to her only friend as an ATM who she manipulates for money, or just being a general asshat. She is completely and hopelessly irredeemable, and I have no sympathy for her whatsoever. Even the moments of her and Medusa actually getting along well are looked at negatively by Yurin. Oh, what an unfortunate name. Because they feel so out of character. But despite all of that, there are still moments of togetherness within this anime. When they take a break from killing each other every now and then, Yurin and Arbok spelled backwards can get along nicely. I mean, they do live with each other after all, so their relationship actually makes sense in the end. Kinda like KonoSuba, which does everything right. See, they get in each other's faces a lot, but then they go home under the same roof at the end of the day because they're friends, and friends like to argue about things, and they try out a lot of things and fail miserably more often than not because they are fundamentally flawed in many ways. But every now and then the stars align, and things go right for them. They finally achieve success in such a way that makes up for all the bad things that they went through before. It's really not anything unique for a success story, but it's the kind of payoff that the previous shows lack, and it's kind of why I like watching it so much. It's satisfying. So every anime should just be more like KonoSuba, I guess. I like this anime, and I like jashin-chan Dropkick, so I made this video to tell people about it. That's it. More videos coming soon. Goodbye.